Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Honourable Prime Minister, the Honourable Leader of the Opposition, Honourable Ministers, and Honourable Members of Parliament. Barely a decade of Fiji's admittance as a member of the United Nations in October 1970, our nation leadership then responded and committed Fijian troops to serve as peacekeepers in war-torn Middle East. As a young member of the big UN family, our national leaders saw fit that we can do much more than just a mere representation to this world body, but to put boots on the ground, a critical statement to the global audience that we empathize with the most vulnerable and weak who are susceptible to extreme threats of violence. International peacekeeping, Madam Speaker, has been the centerpiece of Fiji's foreign policy engagement, and our commitment as a young independent nation earlier on in 1978 is reflective of our nation's resolve as a good global citizen. Firmly established and committed to the cause of peace globally, our participation in UN peacekeeping is a testament of our conviction that through the selfless dedication of our peacekeepers, an opportunity for a better future can be provided to one and many less fortunate due to the scourge of conflicts. Our commitment has not been without cost, and this has extended to the ultimate sacrifice for those brave service personnel that have lost their lives. We remember them with sorrow, gratitude, and pride. Ever since our peacekeepers were first deployed to UNIFIL, Lebanon in 1978, the pressure on Fiji to sustain its peacekeeping commitment further required more troops for deployment to the United States-sponsored multinational forces and observers in Egypt in 1982. The Republic of Fiji military forces went on to participate in other missions in Somalia, Cambodia, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Kuwait, Sudan, South Sudan, Iraq, and Syria. Fijian troops were also part of regional forces deployed to Bougainville in Papua New Guinea, in Solomon Islands and Timor-Leste to enforce and monitor peace agreements. The Fiji Police and Fiji Correctional Services were also critical partners to these enduring efforts, and the high standard achieved by Fijian personnel in both UN and non-UN peacekeeping collectively has earned distinction with the international community. All these years of peacekeeping service overseas, United Nations has always provided major equipment to our peacekeepers in order that they are better equipped and protected to successfully implement the UN mission mandate. As the world around us changes, it is essential that government, who authorizes, finance, and continue to commit troops to overseas peacekeeping operations, reflect on the roles of our Fijian peacekeeping in the changing global landscape. Given the backdrop of Fiji's setback as a nation, with a besieged 45 brave Fijians during the eventful, to say the least, UNDOF ordeal in September 2014, our long-standing commitment to UN peacekeeping remains steadfast. Lessons learned from this event have prompted government to explore the need to modernize Fiji's UN peacekeeping capabilities to achieve its mandated task while safeguarding its personnel. Our peacekeepers needed robust capabilities in order to provide robust response. Enhanced armor and technology was central to this capability development to improve effectiveness, efficiency through mobility and protection, including against improvised explosive devices. Government, through its bilateral relations with key strategic stakeholders, sought assistance from friends globally to support to deliver operational capabilities requirements. On 18th November 2016, Australian Department of Defence made a formal offer to Fiji for the purchase of refurbished Australian Bushmaster to support our troops with UNDOF in the Golan Heights. The offer was for 7 vehicles to support UN peacekeeping missions in Syria and 3 vehicles for pre-deployment training in Fiji, and also for humanitarian assistance, and disaster relief. Madam Speaker, I'd like to thank you for allowing for this image to be put up, because most of us, as members of Parliament, we do not really know what this APC or Bushmaster is all about. The Australian offer also includes transportation of the 7 vehicles bound for the Golden Heights in late March 2017 and 3 vehicles to Fiji in April 2017. Spare parts package approximately 6 months, training for drivers and mechanics, and assisting Fiji to develop a sustained program. The Bushmaster, built in Australia, recognized with the finest vehicle in the world, tested, modified and proven in combat under adverse battle conditions, have preserved lives of troops. These combat vehicles are in service with the Australian Defence Force, the Royal Netherlands Army, the British Army, Jamaican Defence Force, the Japanese Civil Defence, and these combat vehicles will be made available to our UNDOF deployed troops. The Fijian-Australian Defence Cooperation Programme has provided tremendous leverage in Fiji meeting the UNDOF required timelines. This programme further supports the ongoing development and professionalism of the Republic of Fiji military forces. Fiji and Australia have long-standing commitments to peacekeeping, including in the Middle East. Through the Defence Cooperation Programme, 18 RFMF personnel have been placed on 3 weeks operators and maintainers training to Australia for Bushmaster protected mobility vehicles, commencing from Monday, 6th February 2017. And 7 of these personnel are from our UNDOF contingent, with 11 from the RFMF. And Australia is responsible for the all in-country costs. These Bushmaster PMVs bound for UNDOF will be fitted with UN standard equipment to enhance troop protection, mobility and intelligence. This UN standard equipment will require Fiji to add and integrate into selected Bushmaster PMV system, radio communications, thermal imaging, electronic countermeasures, global positioning device, night goggles and support armaments. The enhancement guarantees that our major equipment schedule falls within the category of combat vehicle that yields positive return on government's investment to our international peacekeeping obligations. These Bushmasters PMVs is the first major contingent-owned equipment Fiji has ever had in its 38 years of service supporting international peacekeeping. This is a milestone achievement in our peacekeeping history, which is well nested into supporting Fiji's UN peacekeeping strategy. On this same token, Fiji will continue to engage with its foreign friends through bilateral engagements to forge, advocate and commit to global peace initiatives. During the 2015 Leaders Summit on Peacekeeping in New York, Fiji made a pledge which will require government to invest prudently in developing and enhancing robust capabilities in supporting the UN standby arrangement system. The purpose of this system is to have a precise understanding of force and capabilities available at a given state of readiness for movement from one country to another, if it agrees to contribute to peacekeeping deployment. It places the participating government in a better position to plan and budget for a possible contribution to deployment, to train and prepare its personnel if necessary, to arrange for the acquisition of the necessary equipment required for peacekeeping duties. So for this UN standby arrangement system, we will engage with strategic partners and key stakeholders for support and assistance. Australia is an important regional partner to Fiji, and we have a long history and common defence interest. This Bushmaster procurement project is a frugal investment of the Fijian government with cost variation depending on various factors, to a generous offer by the Australian government under the Defence Cooperation Programme. The information on cost is commercial in confidence. However, comparatively, the cost of a single unit offered to us by the Australian government is 30% of a brand new vehicle. It must be emphasized that logistic support to this arrangement is done under the Military Logistics Support Arrangement, a separate component to our Defence Cooperation Programme. Also important to note that on the 5th year of the 25 years life usage of these vehicles, UN reimbursement deal should break even the total cost of 10 Bushmasters and its capability enhancement integrated into the Bushmaster system. Troop lift for a section of 10 personnel effective task unit as per standard minimum military unit. The vehicle provides armor protection and mobility for troops engaged in escorting tasks to vehicle convoys and VIP entourage, reinforce units, organization, and provide supporting platforms in emergency or disaster situations. Also, Madam Speaker, basically it is a multi-role vehicle that can be employed for various purposes. The enhancement capability as required by the UN is to afford troops added advantage during low visibility, protection against improvised explosive devices, and information collection generally. Madam Speaker, Fiji's involvement in UN peacekeeping overseas has been of tremendous advantage to Fiji through substantial financial gains and reimbursement for troop contingent-owned equipment will add enormous to this investment. Further, our continued commitment has created thousands of job opportunities over the years, which have contributed directly to improved family livelihoods and also to the remittance to the economy. Madam Speaker, in conclusion, I would like to just speak with all modesty, and I'd like to thank our Prime Minister and our Minister of Economy on the approval of the environmental funds from within the RFMF budget to be able to buy these Bushmasters. And also I'd like to acknowledge the Government of Australia, and especially the Minister for Defence, the Honourable Senator Maurice Payne, for supporting our joint common interest in peacekeeping, especially in the Middle East, under the Defence Cooperation Programme. Thank you, Madam Speaker.